see, how's lighting? Right, lighting probably could be a little better, but I'll stay like this for now. All right. And we're gonna check if there's actually, if I'm actually live online. If I am, good afternoon and a rainy, misty afternoon here in New York City. Type something over here and double check if I'm live. A lot of moving parts of all the streaming stuff and the airplanes, paint jobs for the airplanes, a lot of things moving at once here. So I am, as usual, you know, discombobulated. Let's see, is it there? I think it's live, yeah. It looks like it's live, that's good. That is good. All right, I'll make myself, yeah, I'll put myself, I'll share my activity there. And, I'm calling this streams on Thursdays are going to be called Timeless Thursdays because my plan is to start streaming old games on Thursdays. I'm not going to do that today because there wasn't enough time to sort it out. But that's the plan. It's going to be like, you know, old Nintendo games, Atari games. You think of it, and you think the type of computer, an old type of computer or console, it is probably going to show up here on Thursdays. Today, though, I'm going to fly a timeless airplane because I'm in Spitfire mood. And yesterday we flew to Land's End, to St. Luke's, I think, in England. To Land's End with a Spitfire. St. Just, okay. And I spent a little bit of time this morning making a custom skin for this Supermarine Spitfire. So I am going to take it for a flight with this new custom skin and see what it looks like. I kind of rushed it this morning to get this working, and I have not forgotten this tutorial that I plan on doing, that I'm working on now. It's probably going to be a video tutorial, probably also both video and text on the website, a blog post about how to paint, to get a big paintbrush or a digital pen or a mouse and slab some paint onto your airplane and put it onto the flight simulator and see your artwork in the sky, flying in the sky. Okay, I cheated a bit right now. I just because it's a lot of work to do something from scratch of this. So this particular airplane that I bought, the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9C from Flying Iron Simulations, it's a nice feature is that they send you a nice PSD file of layers, like a Photoshop file with separate layers, so it's not too difficult to go in there and see what they've done and then add your own little touches or do something from scratch. It's easier than what comes from Asobo Studios. They don't provide that. I hope they do at some point. But I will, when I do the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do it with like a Cessna 152, a built-in plane, and probably as well as the Spitfire, so you can see what's involved. Okay, it's a few steps. You don't need to be an artist or anything. You just have to. I mean, it helps, you know, if you're going in that direction. But anyway, let's. Okay, I'm at St. Just, Land's End. Okay, here's England. All right, we're in the westernmost tip of the UK, United Kingdom here of England, of the British Isles, except for, I mean, of the mainland. Okay. There is this little St. Mary's, these little islands here, and well, that's a nice little idea. Why don't we take off? We go do a little flight around the St. Mary's, these islands here, and then we come back, and I believe St. Ives is up here somewhere. Let's see, Rosaire. I don't know if St. Ives has actual. I think Penzance is up here, but I want to go to St. Ives on the flight today, and so we're gonna do that too. Let me just really quickly here see St. Ives, UK. Let's see where that is exactly on the map, and then I'll be able to find what's the nearest airfield. All right, okay, it's that little, it goes like that, and then there's that big thing over there. Okay, all right, I think St. Ives is like here. right? So there's a little airstrip there, and I think I want to fly around this area. So we're gonna take off and we're gonna do a little bit of flying around this area and check out this new paint job for the Supermarine Spitfire that I got. Let me get out of dev mode here. That's something that I had turned on because I needed a dev mode in order to create a thumbnail of my new paint job. Here it is. You can see a little, I just took the basic paint job, I put some little hearts on it because my lovely bird is my call sign, and I think we need more love in the world, so I put the hearts on the plane. Okay, I think it's a nice symbol, and that's why we have it there. And so I put the hearts on the wings and on the fuselage, and okay, here you go. Developer mode is off. Okay, that's fine. Why is this not coming off? If I turn developer mode off, but this stuff is still on. That's what's confusing me. So let's go in here and let's figure that out. Maybe if I turn it on and off again. I mean, technically this game is still, even though it's considered finished, I still feel it's I would still call it a beta because, I mean, a pretty advanced beta, but because there's quite a few issues. Like, for example, this thing, yeah, I don't know how to turn off the developer mode now. Let's see that. Graphics, display mode, advanced settings. Maybe we're just gonna have to restart. I don't want that thing. Let's try to turn it on and then go to tools, camera options, Windows, console. No, I don't need a console. Oh, let's see. FPS. No, there you go. All right, now exit dev mode. Hey, and it stays there. What the hell? Off. Okay. Fly and save. It's still there. Okay, we'll turn it on again. Let's go to tools, option. Okay. Off. Oh my God, now it thinks it's off, but it's on. The bloody hell. Okay. Display FPS. Okay. Off. We'll just leave it on. And okay, display FPS. Okay, we'll just apply and save. Okay, it's the game is a little confused. Okay, so let's go into the world map. Let's zoom in to where we had stopped with the Spitfire, and we broke the engine the other day. So we'll just pretend that that the engine is set departure. Okay, we'll pretend that the engine is Tempest airstrip. Let's set as arrival that one. Pretend that the engine has been fixed and rehauled. I don't think the engine was even broken. Maybe it was just the propeller. And we'll take it from there. And let's take a quick look at the airplane weight imbalance. The Spitfire has 2 fuel tanks. One on the top, one on the bottom. The top one, I think it will be center 1 in this. You fill that up, okay? And the other one you can leave less. And because there's some reasons for that, but there's no fuel. You can't see how much fuel is in the top tank. You can only see what's in the bottom, and I'm not gonna confuse myself about what's going on with that stuff. We'll leave it around there and see what happens. Okay, the liveries, I want to make sure that I have my my new Hypertext Hero one. There it is. I created a thumbnail for it, which seems to have worked well. And flight conditions, should we just leave it live? What time is it over there right now? Oh, it's we're getting a little late. Let's put a little bit earlier. I'll leave the let's put about 4:40. I'll leave the regular weather. It seems a little bit cloudy, but that's okay. And let's click fly and see what happens. Drink a little bit of coffee. And drink a little bit of water because coffee dehydrates you. Like alcohol. Alcohol, caffeine, it dehydrates you. So you might think like you're getting a lot of water, liquid inside you, but it actually dehydrates you. It makes you like, sweat a little. And so that's a trick I learned later in life, and I'm very glad I learned it. Drink lots of water if you're drinking alcohol or coffee or together with it. Okay, ready to fly? And here we are. And I chose to begin code of the airplane on parked because I like to practice turning this thing on, okay? You can see from the outside here, this is going to be a little tricky where they've placed me, because how the hell am I going to back up from here? Wow, okay, this is... Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem, I think. I mean, we'll still try it, okay, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to back up from this. Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look around, alright. Dev mode, controls, wait. Alright. Oh, it's in dev mode still. Okay, exit, and then that damn thing appears. What the hell is going on here? You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna restart. This is frustrating. Esc. Main menu, and we're gonna go to the. We're gonna restart Microsoft Flight Simulator and see if this damn dev mode stays off and it's not totally confused about being on or off. I'll go to options. I'll make sure I go to general. I'll go to developers. It's off. Okay. All right, and let's just try to restart the game and see if it lets me play without this ugly frames per second thing coming over here. Yeah, it's one of those days, like a bad hair day. That's not where I'm wearing this hat. This is my track IR thing. Looks pretty silly. And eventually, I probably will use a bigger headphone again, and so I can use the Track Clip Pro here. But for now, we got this this outfit that makes me. I feel like I'm trying to like be Eminem or something. Yeah, not a good start, but that's all right. We'll keep going. Check some settings. Check the sound. All right. All right, and I hear it. I don't need applause, thank you. And here you go. Picking it up. May switch to Valheim later. We may switch to a different video game. Eventually this will show, this Thursday slot at this time will have timeless video games like the Super Marios, the Zeldas, Rogue, Adventure, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, you know, Joust, you name it, we're gonna have it here. Breakout, Pong, any type of classic video game in the sense of like it was I'm calling it, I don't really like the word classic. I think timeless is better. That's why I called it, and it goes with Thursday, you know. But video games that have a place in time, that they have a place in the history of the medium, and they were pivotal. They don't have to have been excellent video games, but they have to have been usually they are excellent video games, but they have to have been there's something about them that makes them special. And so we're going to be showing those. Yeah, let's I'm gonna set as departure, but let's zoom in, and I want to make sure that this is a little usability problem here. Like this thing takes over. Okay, let's just double click here, set as departure, so it gets that thing out of the way. I can zoom in and see this other stuff. Okay, let's try the parking one. Let's see if maybe that's a little better. Okay, set as departure. All right. The aircraft weight imbalance. I'll fill the top fuel tank. The bottom one, I assume that one is the bottom one. I'll leave about half full. The livery I already have. I've picked the Hypertext Hero one. Okay. And we're just gonna do a fly around here. I won't even put a destination right now, but actually let's put it here. I like the word Tempest airstrip, so we'll put that as destination. Okay, flight conditions we'll get a little bit earlier, as I had mentioned before. We'll leave the weather, whatever it is like, in live weather, and let's try again. Let's click fly and let's see if this works now. we'll do a little dance and a little chant, a little chant, a little prayer to the gods that this works and the developer mode thing is not in my face here. It was an odd, probably a little bug, but I hadn't seen that one before. It's like if you go and you turn on a light and the light turns off when you expect it to come on, and then when you turn it on and expect it to come off, it comes off, and then you get confused, okay? All right, go. Oh, okay, and we're here. All right, there's a control tower here. That's nice. There's some airport vehicles. Still looks like it'll be a little tricky to spin out of this spot, but let's take a look. Let's take a look around the aircraft. I'm going to turn off track IR real quick so it doesn't, make you sick. And you can see here, I've put a paint job on it. And I got rid of some stripes, and I just made it a little bit greener, the camo. Eventually I probably will remove the camo, but it is a classic look of the Spitfire to have a camouflage. And I put the big hearts on it. There's hypertext hero text. Yeah, in another stream, maybe even today, I'll teach you how to do all this, how to put your own text on the airplanes, how to put hearts or whatever the heck you want to put on it, how to paint it. And we're going to do that, okay? But for now, here we are. One odd thing about this that we will see when I take off is like when I'm landed and the engine is off, this here is white. When I'm flying, it turns red, and I think there's a problem with the skin. There's something else I have to do that I'm not realizing, but we'll figure it out later. Let's try to take off, and I don't think. I mean, how would other planes be able to turn here? I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn here without clipping the wing on this like little coffee area here, like a little cafe. But let's try it out, okay? All right, so let's turn on track IR again, center things. I'm going to try to do this from memory. I'll probably fail miserably, but let's try it out. Okay, so first things first, I think I'm going to, the parking brake set, okay. And then I'm going to move in here, and I'm going to turn on the electrical thing right there. Right, master, okay, the landing gear down sign comes on. That tells me the electricity went on. Okay, then I think you check this. There's nothing you can do, but it's there. This is control is forward cut. Okay, throttle, put a 1/2 inch forward. Corkscrew, you can put all the way forward. I think down here you turn on the fuel. Okay, the fuel valve, and you pump up a little bit of fuel, I think, until that red light turns off. Okay, so let's do the wobble pump here. Put a little bit of fuel in the engine. Okay, fuel pressure warning light went off. Okay, then I think there's this thing here, the Magneto. We turn on Magneto 1 and Magneto 2 into the on position. And then we come down here and we open up the boost coil and the engine starter. And just so that I don't forget this, because sometimes I do, there's a prop wash coming out. It's a single engine Warbird. That's going to make us throw the airplane, make it want to go to the left, okay, when we put the engine power up. So to counteract a little bit, we put a little bit of starboard bias on the trim, and that moves this little trim tab on the back there, on the rudder, and we put a little bit forward, about a 1 inch like forward of the trim. We're going to close, well, leave the door open in case it catches fire, and then we have to get out of the airplane quick, then we can run out the door, so we won't close it just yet, okay? Now we're going to, I think that's everything. I may be forgetting something, but was there something down here that I'm forgetting? I'm not sure. I think there's something to do with the compass, but let's just leave it like this. Okay, here you go. Alrighty, and it came on. 1-2 pass, okay. Alright, that's a good start. We managed to turn on the Spitfire. I can take a look. If it was real life, there'd be people out there looking at it, and they say, "Are you okay? Everything's okay?" I would say, "Okay, it's okay from here. Are things okay down there?" They give me a thumbs up, so you can take a look around. But all these airport workers, what the heck? I mean, it must be like a Sunday, no one is there or something. I mean, even though it's a Thursday, there's no airport workers here right now. There was one when I chose this other little area there, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm by myself here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close the door. Okay. And canopy I'll leave open. I could close it now, but I'm going to leave it open. And now is the moment of truth. We're going to see if we can actually turn this plane without clipping the little cafe here. I'm going to turn off track IR. And I'm just going to put full rudder, okay? Full right rudder. I'm gonna press the brakes. Okay, if I'm in the plane, it would basically be, you can see like, okay, let's undo the parking brake. Okay, parking brake's undone. Did I forget something? I might have forgotten some pneumatic thing, but I don't think I did. I think that's everything. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, and let's go from the outside view now. Alright, I'll turn off track IR again. I'm gonna put full right rudder and hold the brake a bit and try to accelerate just a little bit, see if I can turn, let's see, would it be, would it be easier for me to, turn left here? It might be easier for me to turn left, I think. Let's turn left, let's try turning left. Alright. I'm gonna do it from an outside view so we can see if I'm gonna wreck the airplane or not. Maybe it'll actually miss it's just at the edge of the little barrier there. What an odd parking spot to start in. Okay. Alright, freeze track IR again, and here we go, moment of truth. I'm gonna try to taxi this Spitfire out of here. Very slowly. Okay, I'm just holding full left rudder here, and I'm just tapping the toe brakes, and that seems to be working. Okay, that's fine. Let's stop now. Stop toe brakes because you don't want to smash the tail on the back as well. It's almost as hard as IL-2 Strumavik to taxi this thing in this game. Okay, all right. Now let's go forward again, back to plane. Put the controls away from the camera, back to the airplane. Let's taxi forward a little bit. Okay, just to clear the tail there, and now we can swing it around. Perfect, okay. Alright, and now let's stop it. Now let's turn on the radio. Alright. Back in here, then turn on track IR. The radio is, here, let me move this thing. It's, just click on A there. Alright, there's a vehicle there, or they're waking up now like, oh man, someone got into the Spitfire, you know, that someone's gonna take off, we better get to work here. Here comes some airport workers in a little, I don't know, like a sort of utility vehicle. There they are. Where have you been? I needed you to check the outside of the plane, give me the thumbs up, and you were out joyriding about somewhere. What the hell? Okay, let's call traffic control. Let's tune to ground, lands end ground. Request taxi and depart straight out. Alright, that works. I'll acknowledge the taxi. Oh. I'll acknowledge the taxi clearance, okay.
Taxi tune and hold, short runway 07 via taxiway Lovely Bird 1.
Yeah, that's runway 07, so I'm not sure where that is. But we're gonna find out. I'm gonna stay in the outside view here. And I'm gonna try to get the drone up higher. And we're just gonna try to taxi this way, okay. I think it's probably that way over there. I don't see signs. I don't know if this airport has been I think this airport has been handcrafted on the latest world update. We're gonna find out, but we're gonna taxi this out here. The Hypertext Hero Spitfire, Lovely Bird 00-001. Turn my voice down a little bit so I don't knock off your eardrums. And we are taxiing to runway 07. I think runway 07 is this one right here. They were getting they were moving towards. Let's take a look at the other side, see if we can see is there a windsock somewhere? I don't know what oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, there's the windsock. Alright. I'm gonna hold short of the runway here because that's a good procedure. No, you don't want to just careen in and crash into an airplane that's landing or taking off. We're gonna hold short here. And we're gonna switch back to the inside view. Turn on track IR again. So basically, when you take off, I can lean my head out the window here. You take off into the wind, because then you don't have to. It's less dangerous. You don't have wind pushing you and like throwing you into the sky like a child throwing a toy in anger. Okay, we want to very gently and nicely fly to the sky, not get thrown by the wind. So it's pretty strong wind coming from that direction over there. I think that direction is, where's the sun? Sun is directly ahead, I think. So I think it's a run setting on the west, right? So that direction down there is south, I think. Okay, so the wind's coming from the south, I think, because I can see like that the wind socks coming pretty strongly from that way. So we're gonna turn right and we're gonna take off that way. I assume that's runway 07. Okay, so let's get in touch with ATC again and go back to clearance. Okay. June. Oh. Okay, I think I haven't gotten to where I'm supposed to go. So let's go a little bit forward. Maybe they want me to go a little bit forward. A little forward. Or maybe this is not runway 7. Oh! And this is what happens with these airplanes. It's a warbird. I pressed too hard. I'm gonna restart. I pressed too hard on the... I apologize for this, but you know, I'm an amateur. I pressed too hard on the brake. The plane stopped and the propeller smashed the ground beneath me and broke the engine, broke the propeller, broke the engine. Okay, let's take this little opportunity here to look where we are. Okay, let's try that again. All right. Okay, let's switch to the drone view. I'll turn off track IR. Let's fly around the airfield of it, because I mean, you would do that if you were actually flying an airplane. You would have a map of the airfield you were flying from. You know, you wouldn't be like a total amateur like me, just jumping in and like a crazy person without knowing anything about it and just flying off. You know a map. You know which one not railroad, but runway 7 would be. So there's runway 34. Here's the windsock. We can go take a look at the windsock here. There's the wind is coming from that way. Okay. And so they want me to go short of runway 7, which is this one here. This is runway 07. Okay, so they want me to take off that way, which is maybe I have to taxi over here. That's where they want me to take off from. I have to taxi to... I get confused about this because this says 25, okay, but they're calling it 7 because I guess I'm taking off in the 7 direction. Maybe that's just the way it is. All right, there's my airplane, and we're going to go back down. And we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna try to go really quick through the motions here. Okay, back into the airplane. Turn on track IR again. Okay, first things first. I can turn on the electrical system by clicking here, but I can also go like this with the throttle, so it actually turns it on with the throttle. And leave the throttle a little forward. Air cross RPM is gonna go full. Mixture is gonna stay down here and cut. Okay, I'm going to pump a little bit until that light, the red light, goes off there. I'm probably forgetting something, but that's fine. Well, it's not critical, I think, the order that this stuff goes in this particular simulation. All right, no, maybe, you know what? I did forget something. It's staying because I didn't turn on the fuel valve, okay? So nothing's happening there. So let's turn on the fuel valve. Okay, now let's wobble the thing. Now the fuel valve is on, so like you can pump fuel into the engine, okay? It's not off. That's important, like if you're in a World War II warbird, you got shot and like and there was fire somewhere, you turn off the fuel, okay? Because maybe you want that fire to stop going from the engine if it's not on the engine already. Okay, then we're gonna turn on the ignition magnetos on. Now I'll put the mixture to full forward and auto. We'll turn these two things on. Give a little bit of rudder trim. Okay, a little bit of a starboard bias there, about a couple of degrees, I'd say. Depends on the wind, but we'll see. Okay, a little bit of nose down attitude on the elevator trim, and I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting something, I don't think I am. So let's go. All right. Okay, fantastic. Engine's not on fire. People are not working here. Gonna close the door. Okay, and switch to the outside view, and give controls to the aircraft, not to the camera. And let's try this out. Turn off track IR so it's not too wobbly. I think I forgot the parking brake, but let's see. Yeah, I forgot the parking brake. Okay. Back to track IR, back to... Okay, there's the parking brake, okay. Parking brake's off, okay. Back to the outside view. Right, let's try again, here we go. Very gently, just tap the brakes. You don't want to... And let's not smash that tail into the cafe there. There's no one there, but they don't want to like damage it and have like the owner of the cafe come out shouting at us and saying, what the heck, this amateur pilot out of here. All right, tap a little bit on the brakes. It's like I'll do. You have to be very careful with brakes, okay? And I haven't contacted ATC, so let's try again. Let's let me stop here. Stop right here, okay? You see how the tail comes up because it's very heavy in the front. This airplane. There's this big Merlin 66. It's a heavy engine in the front there, so. If you tap the brakes, the center of gravity is in the front and it's going to go forward. That tail is going to come up. It's much lighter in the back, okay? Hey, Dom, great fun last night. Look forward to doing it again soon. Same here, man. It was a lot of fun. Maybe we could play tonight. I don't want to make you not be able to sleep at night if you stay up to play with us until 3 in the morning every night. That would, you know. But Sunday, it'll be going to be earlier. That we're talking about GTA. We did a heist yesterday with Mr. V and Dom. That was a lot of fun. Okay, let's get back into the... the cockpit here. Let's turn on the radio and let's contact ATC, tune Land's End. Let's talk to the tower. Request taxi, depart straight out.
Land's End ground, Lovely Bird 1 request taxi for takeoff, straight out departure.
Lovely Bird 1 taxi to and hold short of runway 07 via taxiway. Contact tower on 120.255 when ready.
All right. Okay, acknowledge taxi clearance. All right, and we'll go back to the outside view and let's move. All right, control to the airplane and not the camera. And here we go. You see how like when the engine was off, the tip of the airplane and the propeller was white, and when it's on, it's red. I think I made a mistake with the paint job, I forgot to edit this particular file that. Gives the color of the propeller spinning when it's red, but when it's spinning, because it gives its own particular graphical effect and color. So I have to change that to match either I have to change the steel propeller to red or the spinning propeller to white, or a different color. We can take a look at it later. Okay. All right. Take a look here. Getting slowly better at this. Okay, let's tap real quick. Just tap on the brakes, tap on the brakes, tap on the brakes. Hold short of the runway. Okay, hold short. Okay, just tap on the brakes. Okay, we were holding short as we said we would. Now let's contact ADC again. And tell them, hey, we're ready. Okay, I wonder if it's because I asked to depart straight out that they asked me to go to runway 7, because it's a very strong crosswind here. You see the right down there? Okay, well it's nice to practice to take off in crosswind. So, but you can see right there. Right, look at the crosswind. It's like a very strong crosswind. We'll try not to crash. Let's see what happens. All right. Very gently, all right. Straight into the sun, okay. And we're ready, all right. And I think I'm gonna try to take off. Well, I'll switch to the drone right after takeoff. I think. Okay, I'm gonna leave the canopy open, and here we go. Double check that we have a little bit of starboard bias on the rudder. Not port, starboard. Wow. Yeah, quite a bit. What this is doing is it's moving this little tab on the back, but I won't show it to you right now. Okay, we're just gonna have to go. All right, here we go. Gently, very gently. Get ready to put right rudder here. And do a little left rudder because maybe I gave it a bit too much. Oh, swing to the right. Go into these trees. Go. Oh, just missed the tree. Whew. See, it's very tricky, this airplane. And it's a strong crosswind too, okay? It's a strong crosswind. I think Amber's arriving here right at the moment. How's it going, man? Across the cockpit. Just took off. Did you get all a bunch of rain on you? Yeah, I'm wearing the big hat. I covered but I'm gonna have to figure out another system. And we're off on a Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9C from St. Jude's or St. Luke's. I keep forgetting. Copy that, St. Jude's, St. Luke's. Acknowledge frequency change. Go check out these little islands over here. Got rained on a lot? I'll pause and come say it. Amber was striking today. She was picketing. And it was rainy, so it's rainy here in New York City. Alright, let me try to give you some outside views. This beautiful flying machine here, the Supermarine Spitfire. There's the island. It's not these little islands here that we're gonna go see. These are like very close here to the mainland. The ones we're going to are like a St. Mary's or something is over there. We're gonna go check them out. One thing that you have to be careful about in the Spitfire is like I have to put the throttle back now. See, it's a 12 boost there. I'm gonna put it back to around like 8. We want that RPM to get like to, see, it's at 330 there, basically 3,000. We want to get it back a little bit to about between I'm still getting to know this plane in this particular simulator. I think I have to bring back the screw a little bit, the RPM control. And I don't even have something to map that, so I have to do it. There you go, like that. Let's see if that changed that a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, get that big RPM down there back a little, because the engine can overheat, and then we'll just, you know, we'll lose power. We'll have to land on the ocean here or somewhere else. Right, it's a bit too much. You see the plane's rolling a bit to the right. It's too much of this, too much starboard here, so get a little bit that way. And that'll alleviate that a little bit. Hey Dom, I could play tonight. We ended up about the same time we normally sleep anyway. Okay, cool. Maybe we play tonight again. See if Mr. V is up for it. Do another heist in GTA. And we'll see. Alright, I'm going to turn off track IR now for a little bit, and let's just take a look around at this beautiful airplane. See, that's weird. Like from here, it's white, and close up, it's red, and that's a paint job issue. I have to fix that in my paint job, because it's based on distances. I'm an amateur at this, but it should be a white propeller from a distance. It shouldn't turn to red when you're far away. You know, it's not like a chameleon airplane. I mean, that's what it tries to be. So if you're fighting, you want to not be seen, but I'm making this a more... I like the camouflage. I want to keep the camouflage look because it's a classic look of the Spitfire. But I want to change things up a little bit. Alright. Very nice, very beautifully modeled airplane. Whoa. You can see here. We can do a touch and go. Yeah, this is pretty complicated. I mean, it's a flight simulator. But this, if you think this one is complicated, you don't want to fly the CRJ, you know, the little jet that was a regional jet that was released the other day. I mean, you had like a real pilot flying it, and it's just a... There's so many buttons and so many procedures and so many things. I mean, it's a full-time job just to take off the plane in that one. This is actually one of the simplest planes to fly in this flight simulator, I think. These World War II warbirds, the propeller planes are generally simpler because there's just less systems. You know, you don't have turbines, you don't have a bunch of different electrical systems and hydraulics that you have to worry about. It still looks pretty complicated, but you know, once you get the hang of a particular aircraft, your knowledge will definitely generally transfer to other simulators as well. And let me try to get this. It's a little. Hey, Davcat, put a chigga. Oh, now she ran because I said her name too loud. It's our scaredy cat, Davcat. Beautiful machine. Very cool. Yeah, put some little hearts on the bottom. It's gonna be a work in progress, this particular skin, but I will do a tutorial how you can do this. There is Hypertex Hero Supermarine, Hypertex Hero Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9C from Flying Iron Simulations. It's got a Rolls-Royce engine. It does. Yep, it's a Merlin 66, a beautiful sounding engine. It's a very good engine. It's what, you know, it was really the combination of that engine, the Merlin, and this airframe that made this fighter such a success. Very, you know, it's fast, very maneuverable. The earlier models were even more maneuverable. This one is a bit heavier. The Mark 9 is a heavier Merlin. It doesn't roll as fast as the earlier Spitfires, but it's faster, you know, and it can go higher. It can climb faster, I believe. So, you know, we're gonna be flying altitude Sturmovik, so we can actually shoot the guns as well with the Spitfire, and we're gonna be flying DCS. We can also shoot the guns in that one. We're gonna do basically it's the same model of airplane and a few different flight simulators. Say again, Vin? I had a coffee. I would have another coffee, I think. I'm feeling like I want to be boss caffeinated today. And the pilots, yeah, pilots are good, yep. Although most here, let me turn off track IR so I don't give you guys a headache, okay? Yeah, I'll have another coffee. Sounds good. I feel like being caffeinated today. I'll do some more jumps and 1-2 bosses and stuff like that. Yeah, people think, you know, the Battle of Britain, they think of the Spitfire because it's the iconic machine, right? It's like just a beautiful machine. And it is the best plane, one of the best planes of the war, even from the beginning. So people associated a lot with the Battle of Britain, but really the plane that really won the Battle of Britain was the Hurricane, because that was many more Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes, the Spitfires were more tasked to go after the other fighters that were escorting the bombers, and the Hurricanes were tasked with going after the bombers. They weren't trying to stop the bombers and so on. But it was a combination, you know. But everyone loves the Spitfire. Here we go, St. Mary's. These little islands. There's a little airfield there. Let's ask for a touch and go. Okay, very beautiful. On the channel here, on the English channel, we are basically here on the southwest tip. We have Ireland to the north there, and we got like France to the southeast. Okay, very gorgeous, beautiful landscape here in the UK that we're flying above. This is St. Yes, I just showed you, right, Don? Okay, cool. All right, let's ask for a touch and go at St. Mary's. Okay, I have to practice landing. Turn St. Mary's approach. Nearest airports list. Okay, St. Mary's. Request touch and go.
St. Mary's Tower, Lovely Bird 1 4 miles northwest for touch and
Hey, Bath 1-2 boss. Okay, acknowledge pattern entry instructions. They want to go downwind runway 32.
Downwind runway 32, Lovely Bird 1.
Okay, request. Okay. We're gonna fly over it and take a look out the starboard side. There's this side here, and see if we can spot runway 32. I'm a little bit trimmed too much to the left still. Let me try to trim a little bit right so it stops rolling that way. There you go. That's a little better. Trim down a little bit as well. Hey, welcome Bats and welcome Dom. All right. I'm gonna flip the plane this way a bit, and then I'm gonna drop the right wing and look out starboard and see if we can take a look down there at the runway. There it is, runway 32. Wind is 004 at 30. Okay, 004, that's gonna be what? Coming almost from the north. Okay. So I'm very confused with these British planes because the compass is all the way down here. You have to like go like that to see the compass, so totally confused about that. But the wind is going to be coming. Oh, yes, I did. Thank you. Acknowledge landing clearance. All right, we're going to do a touch and go. We're not going to put down the flaps because it's going to be a sort of fast touch and go. I'm just going to turn down the gear. Okay, first let's look back, see where it is. There it is. I'm going to turn. Lead some airspeed. No flaps, just there it is. You can see it. All right, let's put the landing gear down. Oh. Come on, landing gear. Oh, landing gear doesn't want to come down. What's going on? I'm going to have to go around. Landing gear says down, but it's up. Oh, problem. Don't know what's going on here. Maybe I have to put the flaps, otherwise the landing gear doesn't come down. Let's try to put down the flaps. Okay, now the flaps are down. Why doesn't the landing gear want to come down? Did I forget something? With the... Oh, now it's down. That's interesting. Maybe in the Spitfire, the landing gear only comes down if you put the flaps down. Sounds odd to me, but maybe that's the case. Okay, we're going around. There's the runway where we're going to do a touch and go. What if I put the flaps up? The landing gear is not going to come up, right? Let's put the flaps up. Okay, flaps are up. And the way you test this is you look to the side here. See if the flaps are down, this little thing comes on over here. It comes up. If the flaps are up, then this little thing closes over here. I'll wait for the pilot to visually see. Is that a Spitfire when it's flying splendid aircraft? It is indeed, sir. It is bad. Here it is, Supermarine Spitfire. Flying the southwest tip of England near Land's End. This is St. Mary's here. We're going to do a touch and go, and then we're going to fly up to St. Ives. Okay. Beautiful aircraft, one of the most beautiful machines ever made by humans, in my opinion. Alright, let's try to get back here. Look up. We're in Great Britain, not nay the world owes so much to that plane and its pilots. One of the true legends of World War II came through for us in our darkest hour. Indeed, sir. Indeed. For me, yeah, it's a plane that is a symbol of freedom, of beauty. I mean, it's just a beautiful airplane, you know. It looks gorgeous. All right. Probably, yeah, that sounds good. You think I'm gonna jump through the roof if I have 2 coffees? I'm just doing this touch and go here, and then I'm gonna try to do a touch and go. I might crash. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go around. It's not good. It's a short airstrip, this. Landing gear up. Up. Flaps up. It's very strong wind. No, flaps up. I think I have to put the flaps down for this one. Jeez. You have to be very gentle with this because the plane will... I'm getting really confused with this landing gear. Is it broken, the landing gear? Maybe it's broken. Yeah. Landing gear up. Okay. Outside view. I think I broke my landing gear. Maybe I was flying too fast. Because look, it says... Okay, it says down. Now I put the lever up. But it continues saying down. I think I broke my landing gear. Well, I'm gonna tell him it's a full stop landing then. All right, St. Mary's, can I declare an emergency? Request full stop landing.
Tower, lovely bird 1.
Grazie, ve. Thank you, ve. I need a coffee right now because I already broke the engine once today. Now I've broken a landing gear.
Fly straight in runway tree 2, lovely bird 1.
RF developed some truly amazing aircraft, the Spitfire and the Hawker Sea Harrier to name but two. Indeed, yeah, the Hurricane is, well, the Sea Harrier is the one that's a jump jet that can take off vertically. A wonderful airplane as well. Knowledge landing clearance.
Runway tree 2, lovely bird 1.
Alright, let's put the flaps down. Flaps are down. I'm gonna open the canopy. It's gonna get louder here. And put my head out the window a bit. And yeah, I broke the engine. Now I've broken the landing gear. I'm really having, you know, some trouble with this aircraft. Jeez. Kinda looks like the P-40 from certain angles. Gotta give a good angle up here. We'll land here and we'll get a new Spitfire and then keep flying. I'll have a moment to be able to drink my coffee here, okay? Yeah, it's like the Hydra in GTA, that's right. That's based on the Harrier. And GTA also has a P-51. It's called like a Katsumoto or something, but it's actually a P-51. They just took the P-51 airframe and they called it something else. That's an American plane. Should ban landing as an in-game action? I don't think I can jump out of the plane in a parachute in this, so if you do that, Dom, then I'm not gonna have much choice but to auger in, you know? It's up to you, sir. The audience are the bosses right now of these string points and all that stuff. Oh, wait a minute. It's this one here. Wait, now I'm confused. Which one is the runway? I think it's this one here. I think it's the one to the right. Oh, if it's quite loud, let me try to get the sound of the airplane a bit lower so that we don't go deaf here, because I opened the canopy, okay. A little better, okay. Power down. Let's see if we can do this now. Broke the landing gear. Jeez. I mean, it's a finicky plane, you know. It's like a IL-2 Sturmovik level of finicky. If you, it doesn't have damage modeling of IL-2 Sturmovik, but it does. You know, if you clip the wing, it probably will give you the Microsoft screen of death. All right, let me stand up here. Okay, now I'm gonna open the canopy because I want to take a look outside. Okay. Quite a bit of wind, huh? Look at what I'm having to crab in here. Oh man, this is rough. This is rough. A lot of very strong crosswind from the right there. No, I have to go around again. It's a very strong crosswind. Jesus. By the gods, excuse me. Very strong wind here. I'm having a lot of trouble landing. Was it 2.7? Was it 3.2? I think it was 3.2, right? A lot of trouble landing here. Runway 32, okay. So it's that one. So it's this one here, okay? It's that one right there. Let me remember that. The tower's to the left of it. That was just like be my thing that I'll try to remember. Oh. Save your channel points, Dom. I'm low and slow here. Very dangerous place to be in any type of flying thing. Unless you're in a helicopter, I guess that's not so bad, or a Harrier, that's not so bad. But generally, low and slow is a bad place to be in an airplane. In something that goes fast. All right, so it's that one. Okay, Let's cut the power now. It is a gentle airplane when you're in low speed. And if I manage to land, I'm going to take a little break because this, I think, if I can land this in one piece, a break will be well deserved. But we'll see. I won't stop stream. I'll just. I'm coming a little fast from this. Let me bleed some airspeed here. It's a pretty gentle plane. Like it does, the wing doesn't suddenly drop or anything when you're low, when you're slow, like some other airplanes do. Yeah, pilots love flying this airplane. Okay, here we go. Open the canopy. All right. There's that crosswind. There's that crosswind. I'm feeling it. Pretty fast, but we'll try to go for it anyway. Way too fast. Way too fast. Go. Whew. I'm coming in too fast. I need more patience here. I need more patience because it's a very short. Look how short it is. It's so short. I mean, I don't know if I have to touch down right at the edge of the airplane to have any chance of stopping the Spitfire here in the St. Mary's airstrip. I think it's something from old for like little, you know, Cessnas and stuff. Let's fly near it and see if that's. I mean, maybe this air traffic controller guy, you know, has had a few pints and he's totally drunk and he's like telling me the wrong thing because I feel like I want to see the wind direction on this place. Let's try to spot a windsock down there because it's a really nasty crosswind as soon as I get low. Don't see a windsock. Taking a look. Open the canopy, see if I can see a little better. It's a very agile plane, hell, so lovely and very responsive. Exactly, yeah, the pilots loved it, and I totally understand why, because it's a pleasure to fly this airplane. It really is a beautiful airplane to fly. There it is, there's the windsock. Okay, no one, wait. I think it is coming, they are giving me the right runway to land. It's just a really nasty crosswind. The windsock's over there, you can see it. Yeah, so the wind is coming from that direction, but you can see it's a pretty nasty crosswind. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a bit more rudder trim here. Hold up. I think my rudder trim was a bit off. Okay, that's better. Maybe that's what's going on. I think my rudder trim was to port and it should be to starboard because the crosswind is coming from starboard. So I want the rudder to be pointing a little bit of starboard bias, okay? All right, now let's try to really lose a lot of speed, and then we're gonna have to come in very as slow as we can, and those little white blinking lights have to touch down as close to those as possible, even a bit before if we can, to have any chance of putting this thing down there. Our boys in the RAF used to say, treat the Spitfire like a woman, sift and gentle touches. Is that true? It's a very the elevator. These things here are very, like, you touch it and look, it really responds. So yeah, it's very, you do have to treat it very, very nicely and gently. Which is a good way to treat everything, I think. Alright. I mean, unless you're being attacked by something, then you have to, you know... Then you might have to defend yourself, but... Alright, let's try this. Alright. What's my airspeed? My airspeed is broken. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm so confused about what's going on here. I think it's the strength of the wind, but I'm just gonna go take it down now. Let's see. Right above the waves here, as close as possible. There you go. This is looking better. It's looking better. Couldn't do it. I was doing something wrong. The power wasn't coming off the engine. I think I had to get the RPM back, and I wasn't doing that. But I crashed, and that's that. Oh, soft and oh, copy that. Yeah. Bloody hell, people. Let's go to the main menu. All right, did I get a follow for that? My God, thank you, Icebird, for all. You're the first follow in a live on stream, a 1-2 boss. Let's do a little guitar for Livebird. Did you lower the flaps? Good question. I may have not lowered the flap. Maybe I forgot to lower the flaps. Maybe you're right. I'm gonna try again now. I'm gonna take off from there, but let me thank you very much for this this wonderful follow for Icebird. Icebird for all. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you, Icebird. It's been a long time, so I've got to follow live because I haven't been streaming live very long, and it's always a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's too fast. Let's try to do it again right now, okay? I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break, but we're gonna go. We're gonna take off again from St. Just. I'm gonna put myself on the runway this time, okay? Set as departure. Okay, and we're gonna try to land on St. Mary's there. Hey, 24 knots, a pretty strong wind because you know we are near the southwest coast of England here. There's a lot of ocean here. It's a very, very, very windy place. Okay, there's St. Mary's. Let's actually take off from St. Mary's and then land there. Okay, let's do that. 24 knots wind. Okay. Flight conditions, I am leaving a live weather, but I'm going to change the time, okay? Because I want to be able to see, and it's getting a little dark there right now, so let's put a bit earlier, and I'm going to actually go in now. Let me put the same thing that I had before in case that was throwing the airplane off. I had the center fuel tank at 100. Landing speed about 90 knots. Copy that. Thank you, sir. In the real world. Oh, server, I'm Oh, you wanna come fly with me? Cool, man. Yeah, I'm in here, East USA. That'll be awesome to fly together. Here, let me make sure. If you want to do that, let me make sure to turn on general here, and let me make sure to turn on data. Was it data? Was it traffic nameplate? So I'll be able to see you if you show up. Okay, apply save. Yeah, and I confirm I am in East USA server. Okay, apply and save. No sir is here. Only a good fellow. Fantastic. Excellent. Always good to have good fellows. Just finished my flight of Neofly in the C208B. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. I love Neofly too. I also fly in Neofly. I that's why I have a roleplay tag on this. But today I'm roleplaying that I went to test out a Spitfire because I just bought this the other day, and the canopy should have been open, you think? Okay, under 160 knots you lower your gear. I think I broke the gear by lowering it when the speed was higher. And without the flaps you want to land it. It's too fast, so under 60 knots you can lower your gear and then you set your flaps. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it models all that, huh? Okay. And then you set up your flats, also open the canopy, yeah. Alright. Neofly is this awesome thing. If you go to, I think it's neofly.net. It's like made by this, I think, one person or two people maybe, and it's basically an application that runs alongside Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it connects to Microsoft Flight Simulator to track your flight data. And it basically overlays this career mode on Microsoft Flight Simulator that that gives you money. You start out with a bit of money, and then you can do cargo missions, and then you can find treasure. That's the latest feature they added. You can take passengers, you can take goods, you can do smuggling. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can be pirates here, bats, and it tracks your progress. So it's basically a role-playing game overlay on top of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is really awesome. Look at my world tour, mine tour, Neofly. Here, let me go give you a follow. Are you streaming? Nice bird. Let's see. Let me check you out. I'm not sure if you're streaming or not, but there goes a follow. Look like a toughie. Your profile picture. But yeah, I love Neofly. That's cool. That's cool. Pirates, you say, sir, have other bounders and give them a darn good fresh. Yeah, I'm generally not a pirate, but there are pirate missions. I think you have to be a higher rank in the career that you can smuggle in. You have to it has like stuff like you have to fly below 500 feet to succeed the mission because you're carrying something that you shouldn't be carrying and stuff like that, you know, or a person you shouldn't be carrying, and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go to St. Mary's. Okay, so let me just set up there so the plane. I'm just gonna put it. I'll go through the checkup list again. Let's just put it near on ramp 2. Okay. And the flight conditions, I'm gonna leave it around. Let's put it around 4. Okay, a little bit earlier so we can see where we are. And I'm just gonna click fly here, and I'm gonna leave you an outside view for a little bit, so while I go to relieve myself in the water closet. Also flying with ATC2 pilot, love it more than VATSIM. Okay, I've heard of VATSIM. It's like you have real air traffic controllers, like as a real person. Is that what that is? I've never I've never used it. I've never flown with it. I'd be very interested because I'm a total amateur, so I'd probably get into a lot of trouble. But here's a interesting little bug. But in the future, I do plan to try it. There's a little bug with this Spitfire, the flying iron simulations. I don't know if it's a Microsoft thing, but you know, when it starts, like it's floating in the air. The back wheel here is on the sky, and when you click ready to fly, then it bangs down. It's like you just fell from the second floor onto a chair. Okay, here it goes. It's like it banged down. I have track IR, so maybe it's a little bit confusing. But I'm gonna leave you here with an outside view. And you're gonna see like the little airport life going on here. There's a Simmer Nerds out there somewhere, probably in the mainland. Very nice little airfield that's been modeled, been added in this latest World Update 3 here. We're gonna leave you over here with this outside view, and while I go to the water closet, and I'll be right back. We're at St. Mary's here in the UK near Land's End. I'll turn off track IR, leave you with this beautiful view of this beautiful machine here. I'll be right back. You should land. You should also land on 3 wheels. Yeah, 3-point landing, right? It's tough to do with a lot of wind. And when you slow down your stick full back, then it's simpler to keep it straight. Cool, awesome. Cool. I'll try it again. It's difficult with a crosswind landing like that one there. I mean, look at that. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look how strong, it's like 24 knots, I think. Look how strong the wind is here. Okay, the wind is coming from that direction, so we're probably gonna taxi all the way there and then take off, and take off that way, which is the same way we're gonna land because you're landing into the wind. Okay, but for now, I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah, I mean, I tried it, like, I had to go around 3 times, and the fourth time, I think 3 times or 2 times, and the final time I crashed. Well, it's a nice little challenge. We're going to try it out. I will be right back. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the follow, Icebird. Thanks for being here, Bats. Thanks for being here, Dom. Really appreciate it, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're coming back. We are coming back. Thank you for being around. Whoa, have 9 people here now. Welcome. I am going to attempt to take off. Well, hopefully I'll be able to take off, although it's a strong crosswind here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. To answer your question, Dom, there is not realistic... I mean, there's realistic, I think, damage modeling in the sense that if you like hit your wing, your flight will be over, but then instead of it showing the wing breaking, it'll just give you like a Microsoft Flight Simulator screen of death, which is basically, whoa, the heck? I thought it was gonna take my plane away or something. It basically gives you a menu message saying, oh, you overstressed the airframe, which is really silly. I wish it had like, I wish it had a realistic damage modeling like IL-2 Sturmovik, but what it does, it does have the damage modeling, but it doesn't show it to you. That's and I really wish it did. Okay, but IL-2 Sturmovik, that's the sort of unsurpassed damage modeling in terms of a World War II flight simulators, where if you hit like a landing gear, that landing gear will shear off that particular one, not both of them. You know, that sort of stuff, and you can see the tire like bouncing off. That's for that. It's IL-2 Sturmovik. This one is you know, just it's basically a Google Maps with a Google Earth with flight sim built in. You can fly anywhere in the world, and with this Neofly, oh, there's Superior Aunt. That's nice. That's a pretty nice, nice username. Okay, have a good one. I'll see you in a bit. Got food? Cool. Dom, have a good one. Buon appetito. Buon appetito, ragazzo. Mwah. Have a good, lovely dinner. Let's fire this up and let's try to take off with this thing. Okay. Let me see. What am I missing here? Track IR. Okay, track IR is on. Okay. All right. Now, let me, instead of just doing it by seat of my pants, trying to use my memory to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything, let's do the checklist here. I have the silly hat because I have the track IR reflectors instead of the thing on my headphones because my ears get too hot. Okay, before engine start. Okay, parking brake is set. All right. We'll check that one off. Battery on. That's just like put the throttle forward. It clicks that little thing. The landing gear down light comes on. The fuel pressure warning light comes on, so we know the battery's on. We'll check that. The prop control is forward. Okay, that's that one there. Full forward. All right, that's checked. Fuel tanks on. Okay, that's down here. So I put make sure the valve is on so fuel can get to the engine. Let's take that. The mixture idle cutoff. That's over here. It gets cut. Okay, let's check. Throttle open 1/2 inch, just a little bit. We'll check that. Wobble the booster pump. That's this thing. We wobble. We're gonna pump a little bit of fuel into the engine. There it goes until the little red light turns off on the right hand side. There, the light's off. We can stop that and check the item. Primer as required. I don't think you can do anything of that, so we're gonna tick that. It's a work in progress. It's kind of a beta this, but it works well enough already. This airplane. Okay, flying iron simulations, Spitfire Mark 9C. All right, starter booster coil safety cover is open. That's over here. Okay, open that one. Open that one. Tick. Mixture auto can auto. We put the mixture full forward. Okay, tick that. Magnetos on. That's over. Where are the magnetos? I think it's here, right? 1 and 2. Okay. Yep. Tick. Starter booster engage. You all ready to hear the Merlin? Here it comes. All right. Oh, and you have whoa, break. And you have Superior Aunt coming up here to say hi. One thing, there's no collision modeling between airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we won't be colliding. I don't know if this is do you make inverted flight? Oh, it just disappeared. Okay, it's like this Twilight Zone over here. Do I make inverted flight? I can go and I have flown inverted of this airplane. Oh, there he is. There you go. Icebird is over there. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna taxi over to you. Okay, I'll tick item. I'll turn on the radio. Oh, I'm upside down. Oh, that must be a Microsoft Flight Simulator glitch because I see myself the right side up over here. Yeah, let me tell ATC that I'm gonna taxi in. Request taxi, remain in pattern. My video? Oh, Oh shit! Okay, stand by. A very gravelly voice this guy here. One acknowledge taxi clearance. Oh, parking brake. Set the parking brake. Okay, what happened to my camera? How come it came back on upside down? Okay, sorry about that. Let me try to put it right side up. Alright, camera. Did I click the wrong camera or something? That's so weird. Okay, transform. I'm gonna flip vertical. Oh, and I have to flip horizontal too. Weird. I don't know what happened. It's I blame this on OB Open Broadcaster Studio software. Oh, you know what's going on? This is what happens. I clicked the wrong. There you go. I clicked the wrong button. That's what's going on. I apologize. Thanks for letting me know. And I hope that now it's back okay. I think it is. Thanks so much. 1-2 boss. Ladies and gentlemen, an applause for Icebird for all for his help, both with the airplane and with the stream tonight. Alright. Thank you very much, Icebird. Alright, ground services. Okay, I'm split taxi and hold short running 32 via taxiway A. Okay. I'm just gonna do this on the outside of here. Let's just go there to where Taxibird, not Taxibird, Icebird for all is, okay. Alright, here we go. I have to go back here and make sure I set the parking brake like that. And let's like just try to go over there. And a curious thing about this, I wonder if, I'm curious about this, I wonder if I'm going to, if the paint job on Icebird's airplane is going to be the same as mine, or if it's going to be the one that he picked. Because this Spitfire from Flying Iron Simulations is, it comes with several paint skins. I put my own over here, but I wonder if I will see the skin that he picked. Alright. And I have to remember to close my door on the airplane here too, because I'm not, let's see if no one's coming from that side. Nope. Just giving you an outside view taxi to make it look a little bit more engaging here. And this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna maybe do a your own is only seen by you. Copy that. But maybe I'll see the one you chose. Then I hope so. That'll be cool. Maybe we'll be able to do a little formation flying in a Spitfire with a follower here, with a brand new follower. That'll be awesome. Be the first time that ever happens. Yeah, I think I'm traxing a little bit fast, but I'm just gonna try to. How many degrees of starboard trim do you give the Spitfire? It depends on the wind speed. Icebird. Let's see. Here it is. We're gonna stop. We're gonna park by Icebird, and we're going to flip around. Oh, nice. He has like the shark teeth skin. Very cool. All right. Very cool. All right. Let me get. I don't know if you want to attempt a side-by-side takeoff, but I guess it doesn't damage. It doesn't model damage between airplanes, collision. I think so. I think it would be safe to do that. But here we are. Let me switch to inside view, and there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is stick full back. When taxi, okay, he's off. Okay, let's close the door. Get a little bit of trim bias, a little bit here, and we're off. Let's go. See if I can take off. Oh, crosswind, 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 crosswind. Oh my God. Jesus. Whew. You're up. There he is, there he is. He's clawing his way to the sky as well. I barely made that. That's really strong crosswind. Let's close this so I can hear myself talk. Stick full back on taxi and copy that. Alright, I'm going to form on you. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. I didn't have the stick full back on taxiing, so I'm total amateur. But that's the fun thing about these flight simulators, that you can learn. You get to know an airplane, and you slowly get better at it. So it's like a learning curve, but it's rewarding, right? It's like, oh, okay, that's why it was always spinning to the left. You know, I have to put right rudder. That's why the tail keeps coming up. We should put the full stick back. All right. Let's form up here on Icebird. That's where we took off from. It was like really strong crosswind. I'm surprised it did not crash. Like it threw my airplane back and forth. I had to like use aileron to keep the wings from hitting the ground. Somehow it worked. Okay. Right, you're accelerating pretty fast forward. I don't know if there's something I need to do to catch up, or I think I'm just I'm full boost here. Whoa, already maneuvering. Awesome. Can I turn my lights on? Very cool. Flying here with Icebird for all. The most recent follower. Do a barrel roll to try to form up on him. There you go. There's a big barrel roll. Come back down. Now just ease in right to his starboard side. And here we are. The first time, ladies and gentlemen, flying formation with a follower on stream. Well, technically second time because bad mojo. Early on in this game we flew formation, but not, he hadn't followed me on the same stream, so I'm following the follower. This is awesome. Our two Spitfires here near St. Mary's, bottom westerly most tip of the United Kingdom. And here we are. I'm gonna stay in the inside view because I won't get thrown off as much. Just trying to give you a little bit of an outside view to see these beautiful two airplanes flying together. I'm gonna pull into his port side now, try to move in a little bit forward and swinging around. A little bit of rolling. I am by no means a display pilot, but it does make it much easier to fly formation when you have track IR, so you can keep your eye on your wing leader, on the person in front, and you try to match the speed with the throttle and try to match the attitude. Okay, it's throttling up now. A very good flyer here. Icebird for all. Yeah, it makes you wish, like, you know, it's when you're doing this sort of fun, dogfighting is basically the ultimate fun in these types of games. But this is a civilian flight simulator, but it's so weird to be flying a warbird in a civilian flight sim. But it's a lot of fun because you can go really fast without, you know, falling apart or getting the menu of death that Microsoft gives. Oh, very low flying here. Very cool. And I think we're gonna go up for a loop. Maybe a hammerhead. Keep flying. And off down we go again. Beautiful flying by Icebird for all here. I come right on, right down the runway, buzz the tower. Whoa. Oh. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful flying. It's a very low to the ground Immelman. And we're just following this gentleman in. Two Spitfires. Towards the end of the day here. Near Land's End. St. Mary's. I'm not sure if the islands are called St. Mary's. I think they are. Someone asked me today if you could turn on the gun sight. I mean, you can't shoot the gun, so you know, I don't think you can turn on the gun sight. Not yet, at least. Okay, that's a hammerhead. Okay, we have full right rudder here. Try to follow him in. Fantastic. Wonderful. And off we go again, diving back into the St. Mary's airfield. Scare some of these inhabitants down there. Or just put on a show for them. Oh, whoa, missed that. Oh, I think I lost him. Did I lose him? He froze. Oh, overstressed. No worries. How fast were you going? Was it because you were pulling too hard? Yeah, I have to admit too much negative G's. Ah, interesting. Lovely flying, sir. Very, very nice flying. I'll just, you don't want sir, so I'll say Icebird for Icebird. Alright. Yeah, I'll try a landing, or do you want to keep flying a little bit longer? Maybe you want to try landing and I'll accompany you to see how you do it. I'll fly formation. And light speed green team, 1, 2, jump, hoppa! 1, 2, jump! 1, 2, jump! Okay, back to the cockpit. Where am I? Whoa. Salutations, good sir. How are you doing? Almost made me crash here, Elias, but hey, it was a 1, 2 jump. I had to do a 1, 2 jump. I'm flying. This guy here, Icebird for all. He's a follower. Now we met here in the St. Mary's here in the bottom left of the UK. And I'm gonna try. I had a lot of trouble landing one of these airplanes earlier. I'm gonna try again soon. But first, we're gonna fly a little bit longer. Everything okay? Yeah. Someone redeemed a 1, 2 jump. So oh. Whew. I think I flew into a tree, but I survived. So. Okay, there's Icebird, he's taking off. Try to slow down and form up with him again. Don't worry, Elias, that's what it's for, man. You do whatever you want. Oh, I think Icebird had trouble with the... I was... Did you hit the trees? Because I almost hit those trees when I took off. It was... Dude, unlucky, but I almost hit that tree when I was taking off. It was like by I don't know how much. It was so strong, the crosswind. You can see how strong the crosswind is by the windsock is almost horizontal. All right. Alright, let's accompany Iceberg for another takeoff here. Alright, there he goes. You can try GTA again tonight, Elias, if you want. Alright, there he is. Oh, having some trouble now. Yeah, I had so much trouble. I'm gonna try to a landing now, alright? Let me get ATC. It is it's like 24 knot wind, I think. Let's see, nearest airport list. St. Mary's. Request full stop landing.
Mary's Tower, Lovely Bird 1 miles south to land.
No, the crosswind is so strong.
Make left base runway tree 2. Altimeter tree 0.36, wind 354 at 27.
Yeah, check that out, Icebird. It's 27 knot wind. No wonder we're having trouble. Okay.
Make left base runway tree 2, Lovely Bird 1.
Alright, I'm gonna try landing. I was so surprised that I didn't crash when I took off because I really thought that I would have at least smashed the wind tips. How the plane was thrown around. Elias says I was having some problems connecting to Rockstar, but hopefully today's better. I hope so, sir. Okay. Alright, let's try to remember what Icebird said. Okay, let's get the airspeed below 160. Okay, there it is, about 160 there. Okay, before we put the landing gear down. Alright, I'll acknowledge, come down. Alright, here you go, acknowledge the landing clearance.
Tree 2, Lovely Bird 1.
Alright. There's the runway. Alright. I'm still confused about which one is which, but I think it's that one. It's the one to the right hand side, okay. Alright, gonna get really slow here. I'm gonna put down the flaps already. Flaps are down. That should get our... the airspeed just disappear when you put the flaps down, which is interesting. I don't know why. Something in the Spitfire, I guess. Now, as it's getting closer, I'm gonna put the landing gear down. Maybe my airspeed is just really low right now, which is good. That's what I want. Now open the canopy, it's gonna get louder here. Now let's put the gear down. Okay, gear's down, nice. Okay, here I come. Let's see if I can figure out which one is runway 32. I think it's the one on the right hand side where Icebird is taxiing. Because that's the one we're taking off from, so we're taking off against the wind, even though it's a crosswind. That's the closest there is in the airfield. And they can't like rearrange the runways if the wind is coming from a direction that's not perfectly aligned to the runway. Tough luck. You're gonna have to take off or land in a crosswind. I'm attempting to land in a crosswind. Icebird is having some trouble taking off in the crosswind. It's a very strong 27 knot crosswind here. We're gonna do our best. A little bit more bias, a starboard on the rudder trim. Okay, let's see we're below 100 kilometers per hour now. I think 100 knots is it 100 knots or kilometers per hour? I don't remember now, but we're gonna try to. Yeah, very strong crosswind, very tricky. This I'm putting like left rudder now. Look on the other side of the airplane. Oh, look at this crosswind. I'm coming in like... I'm gonna have to go around. Oh! I'm gonna go around, go around. Gear up. Flaps up. Close canopy. very strong crosswind. I think I have to come from the right-hand side more. I'm coming from the left-hand side, and it just throws me. It keeps throwing me to the left. All right, there's Icebird again. I'm gonna attempt another. Oh, he's just waiting, I think. All right. I'm not even announcing the go around. Hopefully they're seeing that I'm having trouble. I mean, it's like a sleepy little island, you know. I don't think they're gonna have like loads of traffic to worry about. Even though they have these two crazy pilots and Spitfires that arrived and started doing maneuvers, and they're in 27 knot winds here in these short runways. What? Try. What? Okay, I thought you said. All right, let's try again. Where are we? Pretty fast. Let's put the flaps down. Flaps are down. Okay, airspeed dropped. Put the landing gear down. Landing gear should be down now. Landing gear is down. And now I'm gonna try to fly to the right here and come in from the right of this thing. Let's open the cockpit. I'm gonna give more rudder trim, much more starboard trim, and see if that helps. I think that will help because I'm standing here. I'm on a standing desk now. That's what I do. 1-2 jump, but so I can't. Even if I had rudder pedals right now, I couldn't use them. So I mean, I have these twisty rudder pedals on the stick. Like I have to twist the stick, which is not ideal, you know. But so if I give the rudder trim, hopefully that'll help. Look at this. I'm flying. I want to land on that runway, but I have to fly that way because of the crosswind. But the last moment, I'm gonna have to go like this and crab it in. They call it. I have to go a little bit of right aileron and a lot of left rudder to be able to stay, to be able to touch down on this runway. It's feeling a little better now. All right, here I come, Iceberg. Let's see. This is feeling a little better. Now it's all throttle. All throttle. Very short of the runway, but it's all right. Oh, look at that crosswind. Look at that crosswind. Oh. 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 Stop. Okay, okay. Tap on the brakes. Tap on the brakes. Tap very slightly tap on the brakes. Very slightly tap on the brakes. Oh. One boss. Close. Touch the ground, but see, this is what when I say Microsoft Flight Simulator screen of death, this is what I mean. It's not an altitude streamer that you can see a gear flying off and a piece of the flap going the other way and like the bent propellers. This one, it just gives you died, okay? And I wish they wouldn't do this. I wish they would give you like show you what happened. But this is the way it is, and this nearly made it a little too fast. Thanks so much for the help, though. You are totally right. I had to put the flaps down. I had to make sure that I put the landing gear down after 160 knots. I think it's knots, right? I don't know if it's miles per hour. I get getting confused, or kilometers per hour, because all these different planes. The British do one thing, the Russians do another, the Americans do something else, the Italians do something else. You know, everyone has different design philosophies. But I think I got that. I do have a Discord, yeah. Here. Hold up, let me, do you want to go on Discord? Hold up. I don't have it right now, but, yeah, no, there's no bot. All right, is your username the same as this one on Discord? If it is, I'll message you later, okay? I don't have it turned on right now, but I'll message you later. Yeah, my rule of my Discord is if I've flown with someone or played the game with someone, then I'm happy to talk to them. So we've done it, so you're gonna get an invite, all right? But let me write this down so I don't forget. That was fun. Do you play Altitude Sturmovik as well? Or DCS? Let me write on my notebook here, my to-do list. Send Icebird for all Discord. All right, we can fly together sometime. That's fun. Yeah, I have to set up the bot eventually. But the reason I don't really do it is because I want to. If I start, everyone that comes on can go on. It can be a problem with moderation, so I just want to be able to moderate it myself. But yeah. So what time is it? It's 3:45. I'm gonna leave it here, ladies and gentlemen. Icebird for all. Thank you so much. Another applause. Thanks so much, and thanks for Dom. Thanks for Elias for dropping by. Thanks for Bats for dropping by. Thank you for everyone that dropped by here and said hello, and the people that just lurked as well and just watching without commenting. Thank you as well very much. I do it because it's fun. I do it for you all, and I hope to make it entertaining. And oh, it's a 1-2 jump! 1-2 jump! 1-2 jump! Take care, Elias. All right, Icebird. I'll be in touch, man. All right. Peace out from New York City. Fly safe. Be safe wherever you are. Sending love from New York City around the world here. Hypertext, you're saying lots of love. All right. Peace out, people.